The Flavian Amphitheatre, whose construction was ordered by the Emperor Vespasian and was inaugurated in 80 AD by his son Titus, was the heart of the city, and because of its beauty was destined to become the very symbol of Rome's grandeur. 100,000 cubic meters of travertine were needed to build it, and a caravan of 200 carts a day shuttled in and out of Rome from the distant quarries of Tivoli for 5 years in a row. And yet the builders managed to finish this enormous task in only 8 years. No expense was spared to embellish this monument. The outer ring is almost 50 meters high and is decorated with hundreds of arches, each one of which was adorned with a statue. The aesthetic care shown by the unknown architects who conceived it is shown by the various styles of the heads of the semi-columns that flanked the arches on the first 3 floors. The first was stylized Doric, the second elegant Ionic, and the third refined Corinthian. But it's time to go in. The show is about to begin. The inside is really magnificent and worthy of its fame. The dimensions are exceptional considering the time it was built. It is oval-shaped. The larger diameter of the ellipse is 188 meters and the smaller one 156. The vaults covering the stairways are painted in gold and purple. The corridors paved with marble and decorated with mosaics, and the partition walls are set with precious stones. The amphitheatre could hold more than 50,000 seated spectators, who, in the case of an emergency, could evacuate the stadium in a few minutes. The huge stadium was divided into 4 tiers, all seats carefully numbered and separated according to social status. One curiosity was that the women occupied the higher galleries, perhaps to avoid a promiscuity that might have led to serious disorders. Despite the size of the arena, the view from all the seats was perfect. A high metal net protected the spectators from possible assaults by the wild animals. During hot sunny days, the whole amphitheatre was covered with a huge cloth cover which provided cool air and shade for the spectators. Its unfurling required tremendous effort, and even now its mechanism is clouded in mystery. Probably a huge metallic ring was hoisted by hundreds of ropes that pivoted on poles placed on the top of the external perimeter. Large cloth sails were then unfurled with amazing coordination by 1,000 expert sailors. And while the spectators got excited by the performances of the famous gladiators, under the huge wooden platform that made up the arena, a dramatic and frenetic hidden world organized the next show. Considering the technology of those times, which could count only on human labor, it seems incredible today that such a large number of wild animals could be handled simultaneously. Using a series of hoists and chutes, groups of animals were conveyed through the underground maze and finally into the arena, where they arrived terrified. At the end of the show, having reached their inevitable destiny, they were carried away and eliminated with the same efficiency and organization. We are almost certain that what the Romans never saw in the Colosseum was the slaughter of Christian martyrs. But thousands of gladiators died here. They were real war and death professionals, who often became the idols of the crowds and were jealously protected by their trainers, as they could earn a fortune for them. Let's leave this historical monument with the memory of those courageous men who were resigned to their destiny. A moment that belongs to long ago memories, but to which all mankind owes something.